Now, this could have been a good argument. My man MND said that on my YouTube channel, what does it matter how things happen? When Jesus foretold of the destruction of Jerusalem, the Romans also, man also did it. Prophecy was correct. It did happen. The same with Jesus being nailed to the cross, piercing his hand, and so on and so forth. If you had just stuck with maybe Jesus being nailed to a cross, which it just said he'd be hung on a tree, which is why there's a debate of was it actually a cross or not. But you use Jerusalem. It's not a good argument. It's not a good debate. I'm going to tell you why. And this is one of the problems with prophecy. Oftentimes, prophecies are not actually prophecies. You have to realize things are backdated. And you have to look at it. And this is why I tell people, you can't just read the book. You can't just read books that are in support of the book. But just read history in itself and see how things happen. When you understand the destruction of Jerusalem, you will be able to see what I'm talking about. The destruction of Jerusalem happened by Titus, the son of Vespasian. As he went, Vespasian's army was called from by Nero to go down to Jerusalem to stop the Jewish revolts. I mean, because the Jewish revolts at one point were so bad that they set up an entire state within the state of Rome, the Empire of Rome, War of the Maccabees. This is what you have to understand. When Vespasian was in Jerusalem, was in Judah basically, he was called back to Rome as they disposed of Nero from being the emperor. And they made Vespasian the emperor. And prior to him leaving, he was given and told by Josephus that he was the promised Messiah, that Vespasian was the promised Messiah that would free the Jews. In all actuality, it was a gentleman from the Arab nation, Omar, who actually freed the Jews from Roman tyranny. And for a while, the Jews thought that he was the Messiah. But anyway, the point is, when Vespasian already had a prophecy from Josephus that he was the promised Messiah that would become king, rule over the world. And he went to become the emperor of Rome and became a ruler of the world. Now, at that point, because Vespasian understood how important stories are, after his son Titus destroyed Jerusalem, he then wrote in the prophecy of Jerusalem being destroyed and not one stone left. It was written after Titus had did it. They were known to backdate things 40, 50 years in the Vespasian Flavian dynasty. So it's not prophecy, it's just backdated.